Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. So, today is March 19th. It also happens to be Ugadi, Gudi Padwa, which are celebrations marking the start of a new year in several parts of India. So, happy Ugadi, Gudi Padwa to those who are celebrating it. And it is interesting that today also marks the start of something. I made a decision yesterday, and today it is being officially kicked off to take this body of work that I've been doing in terms of daily doses of Rashmi, as well as the newsletter, the wisdom hierarchy about real wisdom, artificial intelligence that I write, and turn that into an AI companion that is not focused on providing answers, but focused on helping people gain clarity to aid them in making conscious decisions in the age of AI. So it is great that that coincides with this festive occasion that we are creating a new product. I'm very excited about it. So stay tuned for more on that. Now let's go ahead get started for today. Today's dose of Rashmi is unconscious intelligence experiences life as the psychological cycle of chasing goals. Wisdom, wisdom on the other hand, is experiencing life as the profound and pleasant experience of the process of life itself. So let's examine this from the three-layer Rashmi hierarchy. So at layer one, we of course do have goals that we are trying to work towards. However, our attention, as I've talked about earlier in this series, is extremely distracted. This is what is happening in the age of attention economy. Our attention is completely distracted by all these external triggers that we get. So the result is we rarely end up making satisfactory progress towards the goals, and we end up being fairly frustrated. We almost feel helpless, have no agency over what we are trying to do. At layer two, and this is growth mindset, we are extremely focused on those goals. We have learned how to filter out the noise from the signal and make progress towards those goals, including learning from any setbacks and continuing to move forward. It's a great way to be, and this is what turns anybody into a successful entrepreneur. Most of the successful leaders in today's age operate with this mindset. And it is great. However, as I've talked about before in this series, life becomes a series of if then moments where the goalpost always keeps moving. We achieve goals when we are operating at layer two. However, goals move forward to something else, and we are always experiencing the present moment and how it can be used to get towards a goal. You're not really experiencing the present moment, the now, for what it is. And that is where at layer three, you absolutely still have goals. It is great. You should have goals. However, you are truly present and aware and experiencing the present moment for what it is. And as a result, because you're no longer completely attached to the goals, what typically ends up happening is what happens is far more profound than any goals that you may have imagined. As I said yesterday, the goals are an extension of your memory. So by constantly being fixated on the goals, you have restricted the possibilities to be anchored in what we may have already experienced. You're missing out on the possibilities that can emerge free from memory and free from imagination. That is the power of layer three. And to give you a practical demonstration of that, I talked about at the start about launching this product concept around what I'm calling the Rashmi mirror. So I did not set out with the goal of doing this when I started doing these daily reflections about a year back. The idea was simple, that it was honestly a practice that helped me, and it started as a daily practice of insight that I picked up. I started sharing it with a few people, and then I felt I'm doing this anyways. I might as well share it more widely, and it turned into this practice. Now it already has this huge amount of data that is available there. And as I have been digging deeper into it, it has become very clear to me, and including set of very powerful collaboration that I have done with my AI collaborators, that conscious leadership in the age of AI is going to be the human differentiator. And I have this body of work with lots of existing data and points which can be used to train the an AI itself to help others get this clarity in decision making. And that is the essence of this series. The technology should exist to serve human and planet centric outcome. Technology should not exist just for the sake of technology. Thank you.